right. What's good? What's good? All right, let's talk some boxing. Another great trail boxing talk. Enjoyed it. Got to listen to the whole thing, which is not a usual circumstance for me, but enjoyed the commentary immensely. What's going on, Kate? What's going on, CB Sports? 78 in the building. What's good, man? Michael James, what's going on, man? 3 pyramids. Salute for 9 and the ABC family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for Jeff, the producer, with that green dot. 78 with that green dot. Thank you. Sam Alvarado, what's good, man? I'm chilling, man. Just waiting, dude. Just waiting for this weekend of fights. I saw some news today that I thought y'all motherfuckers would find y'all motherfuckers. I called y'all motherfuckers. I didn't mean to call y'all. We're gonna wait till we got about 100 people in the building, man, and we'll get cooking, man. Oh man, Brandon Fielder, everything's good, man. You know, I don't have to boycott the zone. Shit, the zone boycotting themselves with all that whack shit, dude. The cats have signed up to see that fight. Have just immediately dropped that fucking. They immediately dropped that shit. You know, we have no idea how many people are keeping that, man. What's going on? Jay Good, man. Thank you for joining the channel, man. I appreciate you so much. Where's my gong? And Brian Knight, salute, man. Stay ready. Salute, man. Yes, sir. Hey, man, will somebody please tell me when Blue Blood Sports TV and Curtis Anderson go on? I tried to listen yesterday. I thought it was at 2, but I guess it was a later time. Man, I was like, when is the show? I was walking, getting ready to listen to the show, and the shit, it never came on. Am I just on the wrong time or something? But anyway, let me say what's up to everybody. We got 100 people in the building, so let me run down, man. If you in the building, hit A. If you in the building, make sure you leave a comment, man. Hit a like, hit a comment, just say what's up. When you come in, just let me know, because I got a little experiment going on here, dog. I got my participants. Yeah, look at that, man. I got 100 participants already. Yeah, y'all, hey, man. Y'all, hey, there's some funny motherfuckers around, dog. There's some funny motherfuckers trying to fool y'all, trying to tell you. Brian Knight was good. Stay ready. Yes, sir. Tune in to the P4. What's that? What's going on, Mackinac One? Let me say what's up, everybody in the chat, man. My eyesight's getting fucking terrible. CRB in the building. What's going on, Chevin? Gregory White, what's good, man? Big Chief Boxing in the building. Scant Rants in the building. What's good? Marcus the Villain, sir. Ivan Garcia, always a pleasure to see you, Ivan Garcia, with that green dot. Yes, sir. We got Bert from Mardikin. And that's for all the green dots, man. Agitator, respect to you. Jose de Jesus, what's going on, man? Salute, man. He said he's getting suckered. But you know who suckered him? Hey, where's Junior the Truth? Junior the Truth. Your boy is suckering Terence Crawford, dog. He's suckering Terence. I'm convinced that Sean Porter is suckering Terence Crawford. I don't give a shit about that friendship. When I read what Sean Porter said about how the PBC's not going to make him fight Terence Crawford, how if they fight, it's not going to be because if they being Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter, if that fight happens, it's not going to be because of the PBC and Top Rank. If it doesn't happen, it's not going to be the PBC and Top Rank. Dog, man, I know you Ohio dudes be pimping, but man, this is the pimp of the history right there, dog. That's pimp move of the century. Sean Porter, and this is what I mean by this. Oh yeah, Lawrence RB, it's clear to me that ESPN and Bob don't believe in Bud. Oh yeah, they got their own projects, and Bud's not a project of theirs. You know what I mean? It's like there's good YouTube channels that I could like and I could tell you to subscribe to and all that. But shit, my partner is KQKC. So I'm like, shit, that's my boy. That's my boy, KQKC. Go subscribe and go check out KQKC. Go check out 78 Sports TV. Right? Go check out BFTB. Those are the channels that those dudes are those are guys that I consider to be friends. So, hey, that's who I want you to check out. I'm sure there are other channels out there, but I'm not going to tell you, oh yeah, go to them. Right? That's what that's the situation with Bob Arum. I'm sure he doesn't dislike Terence Crawford. He just don't give a fuck about him. He's like, yeah, if he does well, cool. If he doesn't, so what? I really want Tyson. I really want Vasyl Lomachenko to do well. I really believe in Vasyl Lomachenko. What's going on, Nino Brown? I was checking out your video this morning. Great video, man. I see you out there and ducking that smoke in that 154 conversation because Jared Hurd got blasted out. Now you over here in the 140. Don't bring your ass around the 147-pound division. So yeah, Blood too. Those are my dudes. Those are the cats. Those are the dudes. So I'll be like, yeah, Scrapbook, Mr. Boxing Today. There's good channels out there, but if you ain't the LDBC and a cat that I really fuck with in the LDBC, then hey man, good luck to you. And I just think that's what that is. But before I get into the excellent news for Deontay Wilder, okay, excellent news for Deontay Wilder. I want you guys to warm your brain up before I say this because I'm gonna nerd out. I'm telling you right now, I got a video coming up today. You can be able to see the video that I did, but I'll do a little preview in this one. I'm gonna nerd out. But this is why I say that that Sean Porter's suckering Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, yeah, dog, you gotta stop thinking these friends are your friends, dog. Not all these friends are your friends, dude. Look, man, Sean Porter, to say if me and Terence Crawford agree to fight, will we fight? That is in the best interest of Sean Porter. That's not the best interest of you. That's Sean. If Sean Porter didn't like you, that's what Sean Porter would say. Think about it. If Sean Porter did not like Terence Crawford, if he couldn't stand him, he would say the exact same thing that he said today, which was, this fight's not going to have PBC can't make me fight him. ESPN can't make me fight him. That's all he's glad handing you, man. He's glad handing you. He's glad handing you, dog. Because who will he fight? Oh, he won't fight you, but he'll get back on pay-per-view with Errol Spence. He won't fight you, but he'll get back on pay-per-view against Manny Pacquiao. He won't fight you, but he might run it back with a guy he can beat and make just as much money doing it in Danny Garcia. But he won't fight you. And you think that makes him your friend? Do you remember who said this when it was a middleweight that said this about Hagler? I think it might have been not Gerald McClellan, but damn, who was the dude? Not Julian Jackson, but who's the body snatcher? Mike McCollum? Is Mike McCollum the body snatcher? Damn, I can't remember who it was. But Fanon just said, Sean said today, he said it. Shit, it just came out on ESPN. Steve bitch ass Kim put it up there. Look, that's what he said. He sucked. Dude, this is a straight fucking sucker move. There's an article up there today where, Mike McCollum said, oh, Hagler, oh man, they were got together when they were older. Oh yeah, man, we like you. Hey man, you're my guys. Like, if you like me, you would have fought me. I had to feed my family. If we friends, that's what friends in boxing do. Friends fight each other and get the money. But Sean wants to be your friend by not fighting you. Sean wants to be your friend by getting another big payday fighting Errol Spence Jr. I find that to be a very funny way to be somebody's friend, man. That's funny friendship, dog. That's like, yeah, man, you're my friend. That's why I don't want to give you a job. Somebody say, hey, man, I'm your boy. And I got a whole bunch of jobs available, but you can't have one because, look, man, can't nobody make me hire you. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your coworker. I'm your friend. And he'd be like, yeah, you right. I'll go get a job somewhere else. Come on, man. Ooh, I guess my dad. Drew Type says Steve B.A. Bum. The name that stick. Oh man, that dude is just a clown, man. Whatever. But oh man, I got so many things. I do my videos before this, but man, check out I got a video coming up today about how Bob Arum said that man, Eddie Hearn threw Dan Rayfield under the fucking bus. Threw his ass up underneath. Matter of fact, he grabbed his by his fat ass neck and stuck his head right next to that fucking tire. And ESPN was about to roll over his ass. I didn't do it, boss. I didn't do it. No, Eddie didn't buy my tickets. Eddie didn't buy my tickets. No, he didn't. I mean, he didn't buy my room. He didn't. No, that's not how it happened. And Bob Arum out there had to come out there and save his ass. He said, "Oh, Lawrence RB said very astute." That's what it is, dude. These gland-headed motherfuckers, dude. Not everybody's gonna fucking hate. Not everybody's gonna hate on you with a cuss word. There's a whole lot of people that hate on you with a smile. They will smile and fuck you over. They fire you and try to make you feel as if it's an opportunity for you. It's not, oh no, I'm not firing you. I'm presenting you with another opportunity. I'm giving you an opportunity to succeed. No, you're not. You firing me and you saving money. That shit be killing me, dude. That be killing me when people try that, man. I'm like you have dudes be getting dumped by girls. They'll be like, I really love you. It's just not working out. No, you want to bone that dude. What the fuck are you talking about? What? No, you dump that dude. Man, Bud a slave. Nah, man, Bud ain't a slave. Bud just was not looked at very highly coming out of the amateurs, and he was put in a hole, and he was never able to get out of it. Or at least never ever to get out of it high enough where he can get what he deserves, man. Giving you freedom to explore other career. Exactly. I'm just giving you freedom to explore other career opportunities. Think about how, hey, man, we're going to look back on this and laugh one day. Nah, that's why I say that man, Sean Porter's suckering him, dog. With that shit, because there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it for Sean Porter to fight him. There's everything in it for Terence Crawford to fight Sean Porter, though. Because if Terence Crawford beats Sean Porter, then nobody gets to say anything about him having ducked fights. I mean, about him not, nobody's saying he's ducking, but that, he ain't fought any top level competition, any of that, right? And he's as good a matchup as anything that, or better matchup than anything Top Rank can give him. But Bud fall for Sean Porter, Bud falls into that risk reward category. He's not going to get paid a lot of money, and there's a good chance he will lose. So he's just conveniently not going to take the fight because I want Errol Spence Jr. again. I'm sure you do. You want that pay-per-view too again, don't you? Because the first pay-per-view did well, so you want to get back on that pay-per-view. You want to get you a nice little cut and do it again, right? Ain't that right? So you think Sean's smiling all the time and he really ain't got nothing behind that head? Sean Porter is the type of guy in the ring that will be smiling at you and then get in there and try to beat the shit out you. That smile masks a killer, okay? That smile masks a killer. And Bud with that, me and Terence, man, he suckered you, dude. He's suckering you with kindness, man. Said Bud not losing to Porter. A mass killer. He's suckering you, Bud. Anybody knows Bud, I tell you, I promise you, Terence, Sean Porter is suckering you, dog. Sean Porter can be cool with you, friendly with you, and get you to never call him out. Never put you in a situation where you want to fight him. Call you, text you, be happy with you. Buddy. Dog, you're getting suckered, dog. And that's what Steve Kim's article showed me, dude. Porter don't want that smoke. Nah, I don't doubt that Sean Porter would fight him. But when I just want to be clear, when I'm saying, well, Trick Noty, I'm good, man. I can't complain about a thing, man. Life is good. Like, I can't say, I know why I call for Sean Porter, Terence Crawford. I call for Sean Porter, Terence Crawford for Terence Crawford. That's what I'm doing. Like, I don't want to see. I'm not saying, oh, I want to see him get knocked off. Because if I wanted to see him get just knocked off in a fight he couldn't win, I'd be like, you need to move up. You need to go ahead and move up and fight Jamal Charlo. I'd be trying to do some of that old AJ fanboy hate type shit and asking to put him in a fight I know he can't win, right? Like Jamal Charlo. You can't win that fight, dog. Okay, now he said he was just playing about going up to 160. Yeah, okay, yeah, we knew it when you said it. But, dog, what else you playing about, dog? What else you playing about? What else aren't you serious about? Don't waste your lies, dog. Don't waste your lies. Because Bud wasn't no way serious about going up to 160, but he said, yeah, I just said it because I knew you guys would run with it. Dog, don't waste your lies. That's a bad waste of a lie, homie. Now I got to wonder whether since you said you were dead serious about going up to 160, maybe you ain't serious about Errol Spence. You say it the same way. Now I can't tell whether you were serious or not. Dog, Team Bud, don't waste your lies. Don't waste your lies. Don't be the boy who cried wolf. Don't be the boy that cried welterweight. Don't be the boy that cried middleweight. Because what I'm gonna say is the next time you say you want Errol Spence, I'm be like, yeah, but you said you wanted middleweight. And then you turned around 5 minutes later and said you was just fucking with people because you knew that they would run and report that. So how do I know you didn't say Errol Spence Jr.'s name just so they could run and report it? Why? What's true? See, that's when you waste your lies. Don't waste your lies. What's going on? It said Bud can't love out there, can't even crack a joke. Hell no, not when you under that motherfucking magnet. No, not when you under that magnifying glass. You can't. He didn't crack a joke. He said that shit with a straight face. That wasn't no crack. That was not a joke. That was intentionally misleading somebody. He didn't say, hey, I'm going to go up to 160. Nah, just kidding. Got you. He didn't do that. He let it sit there. And he said, no, I'm dead serious. I'm moving up to 160 next. After this fight, I'm going to 160. What part of that sounds like a joke, dog? Michael Johnson Boxing Talk said Dan Raphael got caught filing fraudulent travel reimbursements. Dude, I don't know if he got caught or not, but damn, dog. Hey, if Eddie Hearn is telling the truth, he did get caught. But if he didn't, then Eddie Hearn is either lying or Eddie Hearn is either lying or Eddie Hearn doesn't know what his company's doing, or both, or all three, or all three. No, I can't be lying and fraudulent at the same time. Yeah, man, that was funny. Bob Arum came out there and had to put that shit out there. He had to save Big Dan. Dan's like, thank you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much, Bob. Can you put on a video that I didn't do that? But that, what's funny? He said Dan got caught at that damn buffet. Oh, yeah, I believe. Let me tell you now. As hard as I am on Dan Raphael, because of that lineal lie shit, dog, I don't believe he's just a straight up and down liar. And I'm never going to believe Eddie Hearn over Dan Raphael. No way. Okay. So the explanation that came from Bob Arum, and I got a video coming up about it today. I'll go into it more depth. Now, what's going on, Texas Bubba 6? Look, man, the explanation that came from Bob Arum makes sense to me, right? It makes sense. Because he said, look, man, this is what happens. We get a hotel and we block off the rooms. Now, something doesn't make sense with this for me, though. Part of it makes sense. The other one is shady as shit. Part of it makes sense. The other is shady as shit. Okay? And let me go through this. Bob Arum says we get a block of rooms and we pay for the rooms. And then the hotel, the journalists stay there, right? Then the journalists write a check to us to cover the room. Right? Now, he says that directly about Dan Raphael, right? But he said Dan Raphael got a lot of shit from ESPN when Eddie Hearn said that Eddie Hearn had paid for Dan Rayfield's room, and the ESPN is like, look, man, we pay for you to go. Why are you having them pay you for the room when we pay for you to go? Right? And Dan Rayfield's like, no, I didn't do that. I wrote my own check and then I gave you a receipt. Now, here's the thing. This is what sounds funny to me about Bob Arum's explanation. Now, of course, he could be right, but that sounds to me like when I take my son to a basketball game out of town and we agree that we're going to stay at a hotel, right? You're going to stay at the hotel and we will get you a special rate for that hotel if you give this code. That's what a block of rooms usually is. You give you a block of room and I'll give you a discount for the room, right? All you got to do is give this code. You pay for it yourself. So why would Top Rank get a hotel room, but pay for the rooms in advance and then have the media guy then just turn around and pay him? Doesn't that seem to be like a little bit of an unnecessary administrative headache? Doesn't that seem to be a little bit of an administrative headache? Why wouldn't you just have Dan Ray? Why wouldn't you just give him a rate, block off the rooms, and then have like 25, 30 rooms available, and 20 or 30 journalists who they are, you give them those codes, they sign in, and then they pay for it themselves. Why would you go through the process of buying the rooms and going through and them having write a check to you and then you cash the check? That is some mighty shitty administration there, Bob. Am I lying? That's not usually how it's done. How it's usually done is you pay for the room yourself and you get a discount. They just block the rooms off on a specific floor. So Bob's explanation is a little off. Sounds a little shady. I mean, that sounds not shady. That sounds questionable. Questionable. Because it also gives them access to the rooms. Anyway, but I believe Bob Arum. If Bob Arum says that's how he did it, maybe that's how you used to have to do it back in the 60s, and that's how they always did it. They did that in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then only recently were you able to do it the new way. So he might still be like on an antiquated system. That's possible. But what is a guaranteed fact is that Eddie Hearn threw Dan Rayfield's ass underneath the bus. And ear sluts, this is for you ear sluts, that told me that that's how it's supposed to work with journalism. I told you that shit is foul. Paying for hotel rooms, paying for trips, any of that shit for a journalist is unethical for the journalist. And the fact that ESPN would even, when Bob Arum said ESPN was pissed off about it, that tells you why. Because ESPN is a legitimate organization who will try to at least kind of live up to journalistic standards, even though they continue to say that, they'll just put out some wrong facts. Like they don't know the difference between a draw and a loss. You know what I mean? Like they don't know the difference between a draw and a loss on the record of Lomachenko. But just having people bribe their writers, if they're gonna have their writers do some crooked shit, it's gonna be because ESPN told them to do some crooked shit. It ain't gonna be because somebody unconnected to ESPN told them to do some crooked shit. Kane the Bad Guy, has Dan Rayfield denied the allocation made by Eddie Hearn? Not in public, but he blocked me. His ass blocked me, though. It don't matter, Dan. I can still see your shit. Dog, I've learned from the best trolls ever. I will respect you, though, Dan, and I will not comment on your page through my other Twitter account, which is just me, that I've had for years, okay? Yeah, you'd have to go through all your Twitter files and find the original me that's been listening to you for a long time to actually block me, okay? I still get to see the shit. And I should light your ass up under another name. But I won't, because, the trolled The troll can recognize somebody else that has been trolled. And I won't do that to you. I won't do you like AJ fans do. Okay? I promise. I won't do you like that. And I do believe that you didn't take that he didn't pay for your way. I do believe that Eddie Hearn did not pay for your room. Actually, Eddie Hearn didn't lie. Eddie Hearn said he paid for the room. So that's actually the truth. Damn. Eddie be lying. Well, he said he paid for your room. That's the truth. He did. You were just supposed to reimburse him for it, but he still paid up front. Did he get you a good rate? Did he put a pork chop sandwich on the bed? Did he put a pork chop sandwich in a greasy brown bag under your pillow for you? No, I shouldn't say that, making fun of fat people, because I am a chubby dude. I'm a chubby dude myself. I'm working on it though. I'm a fat man in recovery. Stanley Fields says Showtime doesn't have the same reach as Fox because Fox has football to plug a lot of their fights. Showtime has never been great at promoting non-pay-per-view fights. Fox is tremendous at promo. I mean, look, man, they're just on different levels, dude. That's all there is. I love Fox. Hey, I love Showtime. I love Showtime. Ain't nobody saying shit bad. Hey, you say some shit bad about Steven Espinoza, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. Okay? All right. I'm a loyal type of dude. And Steven Espinoza's at his time at Showtime has been great. Okay. So stay the fuck away from Steven Espinoza, dog. You gotta throw. I believe that is an excellent boxing executive. For me, that is the best boxing executive in all of boxing. I am a fan of Steven Espinoza. So I talk a lot of shit about a lot of people, but I have not seen. Top Rank also has a travel agency. You know how it is. And I'll reimburse them, but then they just forget. What happens if you just lose the check? What happens? Oh my God, dog. Oh my God. What about this? Dude, that shit is easy to scam. I can't believe it took me that long how to scam. Look, even under that situation, you can scam that. All you got to do is all Top Rank has to do is lose the check. That's all they got to do. They could give them a receipt, and then Top Rank loses the check. Easy. What's ESPN going to audit Dan Raphael's bank account? He'll get it going and coming. Oh. Dog. Follow me on this scam, okay? That's what I'm telling you. I speak snake. That is a scam. If Top Rank pays for watch this. If Top Rank pays for my hotel and I reimburse them with a check, they gave me a receipt, right? Then I give that receipt to my employer. My employer reimburses me, right? So say it's $500. I net $1,000 because I got the room. Not only did I get the room for free, I actually get a reimbursement from them. Dog. Even the way Bob Arum explained that shit is a crook move. Because, he wrote me a check. You wrote a check? Why wouldn't you just get the block of rooms and reserve it for them? And then reserve it and have them pay with their credit card. You could put the reservation. On your credit card and then have them pay for it on their credit card. That way you don't have to pay anything. But if that reimbursement scheme, oh dog, that's easy to do. You double the bribe. You literally double the bribe. Not only did you get a free room, you get reimbursed for the free room. They literally oh man, dog. Nah, dog, y'all some shady shit. Okay, I know I popped your scam. I know I popped that scam. Hey, man, Raider time, man. Thank you so much for joining the channel, man. Patrick Scott said agreed, man. Yes, sir, dude. That's a scam. Man, I did a video. I forgot. I missed that whole thing. I missed that whole thing, man, on my video. But okay, that's unique. I did the video about it, but yeah, that's a unique version on that. Yeah, that's a scam, dog. But all Bob Arum did is just say how you can bribe him and not get him in any trouble. Hey, let me tell you. And you know Bob Arum would think of that. How are we going to do this? That's money laundered bribe. Hey, man. All right, we're going to pay for the room. And then you write us a check for the room. And then I'll give you a receipt. You take that to ESPN. ESPN reimburses you. I will then lose your check. And I'll never come look for you. Don't worry. That check will never leave. That shit will never be cashed. I will hold that shit but if your bitch ass act funny, I'm going to pop back up with that check at the wrong moment. Oh, dog, I could be good at that game. Oh, I could be good at that game. Got to think like a thick, dog. You say, you dig? Oh, just a theory? Oh, yeah, it's just a theory. That would work. That was a theory that would work very, very well. But I do want to go through something else, though. Oh, Renee Bachon said, oh, that's not me. What you miss? Oh, no, avenging tax. What's going on, man? I've never seen you in here before, man. You didn't miss nothing. Just rewind. Needs a year to gain weight. Who was that? Football is still king here. When our guys set those commercials, it's big time. Yeah. Look, man, Fox, the next line of conversation is the fact that Fox, hey, man, we got 352 people in the building. We got 203 likes. Let's get the likes up or leave a comment because I am running because these cats are really wilding out. I'm going to tell you what I saw from this UK channel. I saw a UK channel that had like 650 people in their live stream. And I was like, since when the fuck does this dude get 650 people in his live stream? Then I looked at the participant list. And there was like 20 people in the participant list because you can look up who's in the live stream. So this UK channel had like 15 people that actually were leaving comments, but yet they had over 600 people in their chat. So I was like, can you buy live stream views? Who the fuck would buy live stream views? Man, cats be just trying to funk, man. People be faking the funk. So I just want to make sure that I always know that there ain't just bots on my channel, okay? I don't want bots. And what I can see is it looks like we got about 10%. I don't know. That looks like about 50. That looks like about 50, 55 people that are participating and leaving messages. We got 356 people in the building. That sounds about right to me because I know I ain't bought bots. But some of these dudes are just some of these UK dudes are trying to fake it till they make it, man. And I find that shit like, why would you waste the money on that shit? I do not get that. He said, oh, fronting, yeah. Yeah, please. He said, Lamar Khan said, I'm actually listening. Thank you. Please let me know. Because I don't want no funny business, dog. I don't want no funny business. No, nobody here. South side of Houston, Texas, forever the true empire, man. Thank you, sir. You know the only UK care about numbers, so they don't actually have to. So they actually don't have to fight. Oh, you know. Oh, but speaking of which, Deontay Wilder killed it. Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz fight did excellent. Excellent. Fox is absolutely ecstatic over the performance of that fight. And there was an article that came out that proved something that I had said and something I've been trying to explain to people, but people will not follow it. But I'm telling you that not all metrics for publicly traded company is about revenue. Pay-per-view and ticket sales are not the only metrics that these people are concerned about. And Fox specifically cares nothing about ticket sales. And I believe they care very little about pay-per-view buys. Their interest is in other metrics. and I put up a video explaining it. Well, actually, it's not up yet because I didn't have time to get done producing it. And apologies. Man, my audio for my videos the last couple days, dude, I didn't realize that I had the main audio track out. So you guys have been listening to me in an echo chamber. And I apologize that. Fanon, did you see Crawford interview with Andre Ward? Yeah, I saw that. I talked about that yesterday, dog. Oh, man. Dude need to shut up. Bud, Stud, just shut up. Don't talk. Don't talk. You sound bitter. And I understand we're all bitter at times. But you said some shit that's crazy. But let me go into this for a little while, man. Fanon, do you speak robot? He said, I love the vids, bro. Yeah. I was sounding like a robot in the middle of that shit. Yeah, I don't speak robot. I speak snake. Yeah, Fanon, also your titles were off on some videos. My titles were off. That's Jose Cruz. How are they off? Like the title was different than the subject matter of the video? It could have been. Oh, he said, yeah, Fanon, I thought you forgot to turn your mic on. Yeah. No, I didn't forget to turn it on. I forgot to I had one track activated, one volume track activated for like this camera, because I have 3 cameras, right? So I record on 3 different cameras, and I record on the mic. And then you sync the audio before you actually compress and put it up. But what happened was, because I moved this, because there was something that went kind of haywire on the video, I had to change the view that I was looking at. So I thought that this mic was activated, but it was really that I processed the sound from this, but I processed the sound from that. But if the titles were off on my videos, I never heard that. Nobody told me, oh, this video is not related to the title. But anyway, sometimes it happens. I process like 4 videos at a time. I be fucking up. I ain't human. You get the damn point, though. Hey, thank you for the no bots, dog. We don't need no bots around this joint, man. Please don't. We don't do bots. We don't do bots. We don't buy subscribers. None of that shit. LOL. Oh, yeah, he was live. All right, Jose Cruz fucking with me. All right, cool. Oh, hold on. Yeah, wrong title for video. Those are 2 different Jose Cruzes. Oh, Jose Cruz, Jose. Yeah, whatever. Sure. Okay, I'll check it out. Hey, hater and loving, much love in that super chat, man. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, I fucked up. My bad. I'll be careful. I had a lot of jacked up shit. Yeah, but hey, I'm glad. Pay attention to the damn video. Some of y'all leaving comments ain't related to the subject matter of the video. A lot of people just read the title, man. Hey, man, I am. Thank you, sir. He said, well, hey, man, thank you to LDBC. Oh, man, you commute. That's the highest level of support. Thank you, sir. Yeah, they were like, what is that? He said, Duke, I know. What's going on? Hey, thanks, I am. Yeah, cats don't even they be leaving messages. Just watch the video and you can tell me. Trust me, it's one of them videos up. I probably did switch the title. I don't know how I fucking switched the title though. But don't worry about it. I will put it in my new workflow. I'll add 2 parts to my workflow. I will listen. Let me make sure the title's there. Let me make sure the sound is there. Because I was rushing, man. Oh, y'all watch out for Sports, man. He's a hater. I've seen, that's a new dude coming around. What's going on, goalkeeper? He said, I'm back with my ex. Yeah, that's how you got to do it, dog. Don't worry. Don't worry, y'all. Just chill. It'll come back, dog. Hey, I hope you like that. Mr. Ross said, can't wait to see Dillian White's hoe ass laid out. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen though. Dillian don't want that fight. Dillian don't want that fight. I don't even believe he wants that fight, man. Same way I don't think Bud is ducking. Okay, that's not for me. Look, man. So let me tell you about the numbers. Hate is strong word, bro. What did you say? It might be a strong word, sports man, but that don't mean it ain't right. Jackass is a strong word, and I know a whole lot of them. Anyway. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that. B&B said I peeped that. I was like, this ain't even the video. I read the comments and I was like, what the hell y'all talking about? Yeah, this shit happens. Was that yesterday? This shit happened yesterday? Shit. I was in a rush, man. I was in a rush. I did that shit at like 4:30 in the morning, man. Man. I won't do videos at 4:30 in the morning anymore. You say every time some shit fucks up, man. That was yesterday. I just fucked it up. My bad. No, you need sound bafflers in that room. Nah, man, I don't. But because I just need to process the video. It's just I just fucked up. Okay, I just fucked up. Just scratch it. Hey, yesterday was fucked up, and I've got the videos reprocessed. I'll re-upload them, and I'll re-upload them and correct all that shit later today. Because really, 2 days later, ain't nobody watching the video. So it's kind of like, that's how it goes. But look, let me get off that subject, man. Like I said, my apologies to my production screw ups yesterday. My bad. Stanley Fields said, okay, that's not me. But look, this is what happened. Where are my notes? These were the numbers that Fox was interested in and were happy about. They were interested in the number of video views, not associated. They were interested in views, digital views, and they were interested in essentially watch time. Views and watch time. So for the month of November, Fox did 543 million video views and 2.7 billion minutes of consumption. That's what of minutes of total consumption. So the metrics that they were looking at were views and minutes of total consumption. And November was the biggest month that they ever had. And that's the month that Deontay Wilder fought Luis Ortiz. And they credited specifically, they credited the NFL, the Oklahoma, I think it was Oklahoma game. Yeah, I don't think I don't have the title up anymore. But it was the Oklahoma, it was a football game, whatever the number one, like Oklahoma, like it was Oklahoma, Ohio. I never watched football, but it was a college football game, a big college football game, the Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz fight. And they said, remember, they are a wholly owned subsidiary of a publicly traded company. So they're interested in growing their brand. They are spending money on things to grow their brand, to grow their name recognition. And in the digital, as far as people watching social media too as well. Hey, what's going on, Mississippi King? So they were extremely happy with it. So I looked at the numbers from the sources that were out there. And there was over 25 million views that were on PBC on Fox's YouTube channel alone in that month. And the majority of that came towards the end of November with that fight. So there was over 25 million people that watched Fox content related to Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. And remember, on the main Fox channel, they had over 2 million people watch it there, where they ran advertisements, and it adds to this total consumption. When you can have some programming that keep your subscribers or keep people watching for longer periods of times after a big event, that is important to them. And because it will increase the amount of advertiser spend that they will get on their channel. So they were extremely happy with this for things completely unrelated to pay-per-view or ticket sales. But so often we talk on YouTube, or at least these people that try to tear down Deontay Wilder talk exclusively about how many pay-per-view buys that they did and how many people did they sell tickets to. Think about this. DAZN said that DAZN, this is DAZN in the USA, said that they did the best. I think they said the best of the year with Luis Ortiz. I mean, with what's his name? Anthony Joshua and Chubby Dude, Andy Ruiz, right? And they said that they got, I think they said they had 200,000 additional subscribers, right? So they had 200,000. Their metric is the number of additional subscribers. They got 200,000. Deontay Wilder provided 25 for the month of November. They did, for the month of November, their boxing program did about 260 million views on their 260 million views throughout all of their, that was this year, 206 million views and roughly 500 million minutes of total consumption throughout social media platforms. So I try to, and I'm trying to say this in a way not to be too verbose about it, but there are different ways that people measure success, okay? And it's not always a project by project basis. How much money did I earn just by doing this? How much pay-per-view money did this fight bring in? That's only one way. That's only one metric. They reasonably could say, hey, we made, Deontay Wilder did, 1 million pay-per-view buys, but it only had 3 million views outside of the pay-per-view. And it didn't get, and the consumption time was way less than we wanted. So even though it really was successful in the pay-per-view buy metric, it didn't do what we wanted in the metrics that we think are the most important. You know what I mean? Kind of like this. Think about it like you have a girlfriend, right? And your girlfriend, you think you're doing the shit, right? It's like she was dating you and she left another boyfriend to deal with you. And she left because he wasn't paying the bills. He wasn't paying the bills and he was sloppy, right? He wasn't paying the bills in the house. He was sloppy. But, there you go. Hold on. Let's change it. She had a boyfriend and he was terrible at sex, but he paid the bill. He paid bills on time and he was very neat. She then says, no, I need all three of that. But then, so she gets with you and you're good at sex, but you are sloppy and nasty in the house, leaving dirty dishes all over the place. And you don't vacuum the floor. You're leaving crumbs in the bathroom. You flush the fucking toilet. And then you ain't got enough sense when you leave shit stains on the side of the toilet to take the little fucking brush next to the toilet and do like this, stick it back in and flush. So when she comes to the bathroom, she sees all the runs next to your fucking all on the tank because you don't know how to fucking act right. That's what the fucking brush is there for. Don't leave shit stains in the toilet. Grab the little fucking brush, shake that shit around, flush the toilet, right? And the electricity got turned off because your ass didn't pay the bill. She then turns around and says, get the fuck out. And you find out 3 weeks later that dude is back in the house. What could that be about? She realizes that the metric of sex was not everything. That you're nasty as shit and you don't pay bills. So you got to get the fuck out, right? That is an example of 3 metrics. How good are you in bed? How cleanly are you? And how timely you are, and how are you what's your level of financial responsibility, right? Same thing could be said about the success of a boxing event. Fox could say, look, man, I want $20 million because I know this dude is going to knock some shit out. He's going to knock people out. And we're going to get a lot of highlights all over the internet where it says Fox Sports. It's going to be little clips of Deontay Wilder on Fox Sports, and 10, 20 million people are going to look at you get knocked out, which means these people are now going to go to Fox or transition into Fox so that they can see these advertisements on Fox's channel, or whatever type of reason that, whatever their reasoning is. But I've always said that when people are trying to tear down Deontay Wilder, they point to the metrics that they think are most important. And then they go from the assumption that their measurement is what Fox Sports is looking for. I have a hard time believing that Fox Sports cares about pay-per-view. And let me ask you, and I'm going to demonstrate this. Why'd you get your shit taken? Yeah, that's why you got your shit thrown out. The AJ ass kissers are coming in because they want to find a way to make it a failure. For them, their metric is this. The metric that they want is this. We want Anthony Joshua. If you're Anthony Joshua, it's good. All the fighter has to do to make them happy is be Anthony Joshua. Because if they're Anthony Joshua, then they're successful. Deontay Wilder is not Anthony Joshua. So it's bad, right? So it's bad. Deontay Wilder, if Dan Rayfield says Deontay Wilder got $20 million, you can't leave Dan Rayfield on that because you're saying Deontay Wilder is making $20 million. That can't be true. Why can't that be true? Because it's Deontay Wilder. That's their logic. Deontay Wilder, when you say Deontay Wilder did something, if they consider it to be good, it can't be true. Why? Because it's Deontay Wilder. Felix Nunes says, Fanon, your take on YouTube new harassment policy? Oh, I read it. I don't think it changes much. From what I could read, I know that you really have to be careful with. I don't know. My thing is that they own the platform, so you have to adjust to it. And they are going to be cleaning stuff up, and they're going to make sure you don't say anything. They don't want to say anything controversial because it is what it is. You know, you have to expect that. It doesn't bother me. I ain't harassing nobody. You know, I'm not harassing anybody. You just got to expect when you're in somebody else's house, they might change the rules. That's how I view it. And if honestly, whatever they say is, I'm going to take it. Now they're saying that, repeat offenders, they could take a video down. They could, they might give you community stripes. They might take your channel away. So my thing is just, hey man, don't make fun of people that shit. Don't make fun of them. We talking boxing. You know what I mean? We're talking boxing. Keep it boxing. You should be okay. Whatever shit gets hidden, I can't reread. I view a clip and I get to the option to block user, view, etc. YouTube fucking me up. I read it initially. Oh, thanks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's my take on it, man. It's just, whatever. Just, you guys got to be more. Yeah, there are 3 belts. There's not 4. That's AJ fans always trying to give them something extra. And let me put it this way. AJ had 4 belts. Then he lost those 4. And then somehow AJ lost 4. Andy Ruiz wound up with 3. And then AJ won 4 back. That's how that works. No, man, there's 4 major championship belts, man. That's it. 4 major championship belts. But they want to add extra stuff. Gaddafi. Wilder is U.S. currency. Joshua is global currency. Joshua's a UK fighter. What do you mean? Anthony Joshua's fought 1 time outside of the United. He's fought 2 times outside of the UK. Deontay Wilder's fought 2 times out of the UK. Out of the US. You guys think that somehow being over there in the UK makes you more global than being in the United States? AJ ain't killing it in Mexico. He's not killing it in Canada. I've never heard of the Bahamas being nuts being nuts for Anthony Joshua? What do you mean? Are you implying that he's famous everywhere in the world? So you think that Anthony Joshua is stopping traffic in the Philippines? Is Anthony Joshua stopping traffic in Ecuador, in Chile, in Brazil, on the South Pole, in the North Pole, in Canada, in Russia? What do you mean he's global? He's a UK fighter. He's a Western European fighter. He fights it primarily in the UK. His fan base is in the UK. That's it. His span probably breaks out a little bit further into neighboring countries like Ireland, okay, and France and Germany. And I don't even know if the dude. Oh, Kenny Johnson, Fanon, your Fox analytics breakdown is on point. Thank you, sir. No, people don't understand that, man. You want certain things. You have different types of measurements for success. And you can't call something, you can never know if something was a success or a failure based on you applying your metrics to somebody else's event. Right? If I have a birthday party for my daughter, right? And I say I'm happy if she likes her presence. It's a success for me if she was happy. If 3 of her close friends show up, she likes her presence, then I am happy, right? Because that was my goal. I spent money on a party to achieve something. It was to achieve her telling me she's happy, right? That's my metric. Now, if my daughter says, hey, what I want out of this party is I want 15, 30 people to come. I want 30 people to come. If she doesn't have 30 people at her birthday party, she could say, oh, that wasn't that fun. That wasn't success because 30 people didn't come, right? So it would be if she's not happy because 30 people didn't come, then I'm not happy, right? So it was a failure for me. It was a failure for her, but for 2 different reasons. It was a failure for me because she wasn't happy. It was a failure for her because 30 people didn't come. It was a success for my wife because we didn't spend $500. We only spent $400, right? That's it. So the fight can be judged in different ways based on what different people want. So, but they can see that. They never would say that about DAZN, right? When I do DAZN numbers, when I talk about DAZN didn't make any money off of Anthony Joshua's fight. They paid Anthony Joshua more money than they made off the fight. They weren't thinking about how much money they could make at the gate. DAZN didn't care what the gate was in Saudi Arabia. DAZN didn't care what the pay-per-view was for Sky. They cared about how many subscribers. They didn't even care if they lost money. They consider Canelo Alvarez a success. I mean, at least the way they're talking about it, even though they are losing money. But why? Because Canelo Alvarez is bringing subscribers and it is creating a sense of growth. They might say, all we care about is the growth of subscribers. Because if we can grow these subscribers, that will allow us to get more investors in to develop this application even further. And eventually we can sell it. We're willing to spend money to make money later down the road. When all these bozos want to say Deontay, Fox was regretting it. The only reason Fox was so stupid to take it and Steven Espinoza was smart not to take it, that very well could be because Steven Espinoza has a different metric and has a different measurement of success and what he wants out of that fight than Fox does. You know what I mean? AJ cannot and will not sell in the U.S. unless he cross from the King Wilder period. I mean, I don't think he will because, he's not that good. He's good. He's just not that good. Like, I don't see how he's going to separate himself from any of the other sports. I don't see it. I can see how Deontay Wilder could by knocking his ass out. Because that's what we want. That's what these guys want to see. They want to see heavyweights with people laid out on the ground. And they got what they wanted out of AJ It's just that AJ gave him himself laying on that ground. And I don't know, you never get a second chance at a first impression. You've heard that before, I'm sure. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, which sucks, which why my production screw-ups. I'm glad that I got to see y'all, that mostly subscribers watch my the videos yesterday, dog. I was so tired. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I knew I had to get some shit done by like 8, and I had to do this. I really burned the candle on both ends yesterday. Long-term investment for Fox and Wilder had the same plan. Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is I don't know what their metrics are, but when they come out and say that they're successful and they point to, and this is Fox pointing to numbers, 543 million video views, 2.7 billion minutes of consumption this calendar year, 90%. They said it was a 90% increase year over year for Fox. They for their digital platforms, and digital platforms are what they're trying to do to as far as the future. Dude, that sounds like the PBC in general and Deontay Wilder in specifically are fitting into their plans well. So if Fox likes it, how could it be a failure? You know what I mean? I haven't heard anybody say they paid $75 for that fight and they wish they had not spent that money. I've not heard anybody say that. Oh, I paid $75 to see that fight, and I'm really glad, and I hate that I did it because it was boring. I have got to believe there are some people that flew over there to Saudi Arabia way the fuck from the United States and was like, I could have watched this shit on the zone. I could have seen this shit on play. Fuck was I here for? Ain't no women, ain't no alcohol. It was a boring ass fight. I could easily see some people pissed off they flew halfway across the world to see Anthony Joshua fight like that. You know what I mean? Card Cash Reward said Fox is also building a direct-to-customer model for pay-per-view through its app, and boxing is a key driver for that. Thank you very much. Ooh, Card Cash Rewards. See, he's got that business analyst talk down. Oh, see, that's what I like to hear. Let me read that again. Because that's not my primary field. I work with analysts. Fox is also building a direct-to-customer model for pay-per-view through its app, and boxing is a key driver for that. Pop your collar, Mr. Fancy. Pop your collar. I like that, dog. I like that. Very succinctly stated and very well written. Can tell that you are familiar with the with that subject matter. What's good, heavy hitter boxing? I'm chilling, man. Just chilling like Le Villain. Sounds like visor down is triggered. Who's visor down? Too much whiskey at the barbecue pit? What? What you gonna? Somebody burning something down because they're drunk? I don't get it. I guess you have to put that in context for me. Tyron Buchanan, let the UK have all the numbers to satisfy them. The longer Joshua takes the Wilder fight, the more pain he'll encounter. Yeah, he's not going to make it to the Deontay Wilder fight, man. Yeah, sounds like some UK shit. Yeah, I mean, like too much whiskey at the. Yeah, I mean, I know that the whiskey it'll blow up, right? Either somebody's going to burn themselves, they're drunk and making bad decisions. Nah, don't forget Lil Wayne almost got arrested in Saudi Arabia last week, but they did kick his ass out of the country. What did he do? Try to bring he brought some gummies in that bitch? What did he do? What did he do to get thrown out? It was a comment you made before. I've never said that. Ever. Visor down. I've never said too much whiskey at the barbecue pit. I promise you. You've never heard that come out of my mouth, man. Ever. Oh, yeah. But they were like, we just got to put him out of the country. We got to put him out of the country. You can't hold him and chop his head off. That wasn't Lil Wayne, boop, missing a head. Oh, said or Noah replied to you saying you were tired. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, too much whiskey at the barbecue pit. Yeah, I was tired of shit and trying to get through that shit, and I was doing 4 at a time. Yeah, I could. All right, said that gummy comment was slick. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. That's Bob Arum. Bob Arum was like, he'd talking about his Xanax and his gummies. Sometimes I like Bob Arum, man. Sometimes I can't help but like Bob Arum. I gotta admit it. Sometimes, like my inner crook, he really is like, I wouldn't do the things that he does, but because I work with people and I help people negotiate deals and write the deals and do all that for them, I see the angle. You know what I mean? Like, and because I deal with cats all the time that are always trying to get slick, like not always, but every once in a while you'll get somebody that is like, tries to get slick. I always think to myself, that was a good one. Like somebody tried to get me the other day to relinquish this right? And I was like, this was what it was. Whenever you write an agreement, in many states and generally in common law, the burden of interpretation is on the person that writes it. So if there's any ambiguity in the meaning, whoever it is that's interpreting the contract, right? Whether it is a mediator, whether it's in court, whatever, they are going to lean towards the interpretation that favors, if it's not clear, if there's ambiguity there, and it's like, oh, it could mean this or that, they're going to lean towards, they're going to be prejudiced against the person that wrote it and say it was your duty to clarify this. And if there's any real ambiguity where we got to figure it out, we'll be more inclined to interpret it in favor of the person who did not write it. This person tried to get me to relinquish that right. And I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. But no, I'm not about to do that. That shit's on you. Hell no, I'm not going to know. Oh, but no. So I like that shit. I like that. And Bob Arum is, that's why sometimes I listen to Bob Arum and I'm like, ooh, you're good. Like, ooh, you're good. Like, like y'all think that dude ain't gay. That dude is good. Okay? That dude ain't made it this far on accident, homie. That dude is talented. But me too. I kind of like how he don't give a fuck. Yeah, I love how he don't give a fuck. But that dude is so subtle with his shit. He's consistent. He's got his game down. And at a certain point in time, dog, you got to realize, like, you don't have to like him, like, in what he does. But I'm telling you this right now. Don't be touchy. If I didn't like you, why would I comment? Visor down. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, dude. There's a lot of people that comment on my channel that don't like me. That shit makes, and I'm not just touchy. Okay, I'm trigger happy. I'm not touchy, I'm trigger happy. All kind of people talk to me that don't like me. I get hundreds of comments a day. Boop. I told you I'm trigger fingered. I told you I got a trigger finger, okay? I definitely got a trigger finger. I'm not interested, dog. Be clear in what you say, all right? We got way too many trolls around this channel, homie. You do not get you trust me, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt around here. See all this blue? See all the blue and the green dots? See all that? That's because if we didn't have these people, we would be inundated with all kind of you UK people trying to shut down and ruin the chat. So nah, homie, I'm not interested in it. Not the least. Okay? If you want to say something, be clear. Be clear. He said he's like 100 years old. I guess Aram, he's grown enough. Hey man. Exactly. He said, advisor, you're leaving too many terms open to interpretation. Do yourself a favor. Exactly. Just dog, you sounded like you insulting people, man. And I think you are. I just think you're being cute. Like, don't be touchy. That's an insult. You're calling me touchy, calling me sensitive. That's calling me a name. We're not tolerating that, homie. You get the fuck out. Go find somebody else. Yes, sir. We got 348 people watching, 309 likes. That's what's up. Let's get them likes up a little bit. Let me know. We got a little bit extra time today. Let me know if anybody got a question. I'm going to answer like 2 or 3 questions. Oh, Bomb Squad. Yes. See, now by Visor, you're learning. Dog, we've been around here a long time, dude. We know when somebody's being a smartass, okay? You're not going to get dry humor hatred, okay? I already told you. I started this conversation with a conversation about how I believe Sean Porter is smiling and friendly fucking Terence Crawford with this, oh, we're buddies, we don't have to fight each other shit. Okay? I just went through that in the beginning. You're not going to smile. I'm going to read what you write with an ear for shit talking. Okay? Because people think you think you're smart. Fernand, what do you think wins Pascal or Jack? Oh, Badu Jack. I got Badu Jack over Pascal. But I think Badu Jack gonna knock him out. I think he's too fundamentally sound, too consistent. I've never been a big fan of Pascal. I thought if Pascal couldn't have touched Marcus Brown the way that he was touching him, he would have lost to Marcus Brown. I think I got Badu Jack by unanimous decision. He said, right, that's like telling a man, don't get your panties in a wad. Yeah, just telling me, yeah, that's what you're telling me. Come on, man. I'm going to interpret with a hater's voice because I'm always on the lookout for y'all. Sean Porter definitely beats Crawford. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but it's not in Sean Porter's interest to fight Terence Crawford. But it's in Terence Crawford's interest to fight Sean Porter. Because Sean Porter got multiple options. He's got a bunch of different people he can fight. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is with all of that. Art reaction was timed out. What's art reaction? Art creation. Why was he timed out? Son of a bitch, man. What is that? Somebody's fucking with you, huh? It's been almost 9 months. He should have healed up pretty good. Oh, you talking about that cut? Ooh, that was ugly. Ooh, that was ugly. If that doesn't reopen, who was that cut against? Man, who was he fighting when he got his face opened up like that? That was something ugly. Comey is going to try to make it a dog fight. Lopez is the one that's going to try to be tactical. Comey or Lopez? I got Lopez. I got Teofimo Lopez. Oh, Marcus. Was that Marcus Brown? We got his face opened up? There you go. But no, man, I think Marcus Brown was beating Pascal. Porter will expose Crawford. Well, I don't think he'll never fight. He's not going to fight him, dude. He's not going to fight him. But that's to his benefit. You say you got Comey, Nino Brown. Now I got Teofimo and let me tell you why I've got Teofimo Lopez in that fight. Because if it goes to the cards, it's going to go to Teofimo Lopez. That's my take. What's going on, Joseph Walker? If it does that, if it goes the distance, it's going to go to Teofimo Lopez. And Richard, and I find it the way those matchmakers are for Top Rank, I don't see them risking Teofimo Lopez if they don't think that he can win that fight. So I'm looking less at the ring and looking more in the office. Like, yeah, y'all are kind of funny. He said, did y'all see Crawford press conference quiet as a library? For now, come to ATL for the fight. City gonna be live. Yeah, man. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure it is. ATL's traffic is so ridiculous that, like, it's so ridiculous. I think I want to be in DC. Actually, I can't because, man, that's my daughter's coming home for Christmas. My daughter is home for Christmas, but I got like my whole family is going to be here. I can't leave. Like my parents are coming from Chicago here. My sister's coming. My niece, I have a niece that's pregnant. She's here, and she has a due date coming up not too long. So, nah, man, I just don't think I'm gonna do it. But look, man, I gotta see something real quick. KQKC, I do not believe is going on next, but I've got to cut out because I got work to do. Make sure I do believe the next. Hey, somebody tell me, when does Blue Blood Live come on? What time does Blue Blood Live, Blue Blood Sports TV Live come on with Kurt Anderson? Is it 3 o'clock? Is it 4 Eastern or 2 Eastern? Is it 3 Eastern or 4 Eastern? Can somebody tell me? For now, Blue Blood reported that Bud agreed to fight in 2020. How do you feel about that? I feel that was great, but that's not what fucking Steve Kim said 5 minutes before. If they agreed, cool. I swear I just heard 3 Eastern. Oh, okay. All right, that's why I was off. I was an hour off. Man, Steve Kim just reported this morning that Sean Porter said that it's only going to happen if they agree. So it is what it is. But I would if it's true that they're going to fight, I would love for it to be fight. But I just not like Steve Kim's a better source than Blue Blood. I just literally heard something contrary to that this morning. So I don't know. But anyway, man, I gotta bounce up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank you for all the people that joined the chat. Thank you guys very much. But I gotta bounce out of here and get some work done. I'll see you guys on Blue Blood Live TV at 3-4 Eastern, even though I think that's around the same time that BFTB comes on. So it's a conflict of interest for me, man. Love both dudes, but I'm sure you guys will definitely check out another LDBC live stream before the day is out. And with that, we out. Peace.